Hi, I'm Ed Alexander, attorney and founder with Entrepreneurship Law Firm. In the last video, we started talking about how securities laws affect your search for equity capital, and we're going to continue with Regulation D. As I said before, Regulation D is a safe harbor. It allows you to raise capital by doing the specific things that are required in the regulation and not run afoul of securities laws. Within Regulation D, it's set up for three basic types of offerings. There's a Rule 504 offering, and this is where the offering is for the sale of up to $1 million. There's a Rule 505 offering for sales up to $5 million, and then there's Rule 506 offering, which doesn't have any limit on the amount that can be sold. Most small early stage companies are looking to do Rule 504 offerings. They're looking to raise $1 million and less. Now, Rule 504 is set up to be as easy as possible. The registration or exemption requirement, it does not require any specific disclosure document. So it does not require that there be a private offering memorandum or private placement memorandum. It does prohibit general solicitation. So when you do a 504 offering, you can't, for example, post it on Craigslist. You can't put advertisements out there. You can't put things in magazines or otherwise on the internet. There is a limitation. You can only get up to 35 non-accredited investors, and we talked about the definition of an accredited investor in the last video. So it does, to some extent, limit your ability to go out there and raise that capital. And a very, very important part here is that commissions can only be paid to registered broker-dealers. You cannot pay anybody else a commission for raising that capital. Now, I've had people ask the question on a regular basis, well, what if we call it a consulting fee? What if we call it something else? If the amount of money is only to be paid to the person when the company raises the capital, then it's a commission. And the risk here is that if you pay a commission, or you bring in more than 35 non-accredited investors, or you engage in general solicitation, well, you no longer qualify for the exemption. And that means you might have to be registered. And if you don't register, then your offering is in violation of the securities laws. If your offering is in violation of the securities laws, your investors can have the right to demand their money back. And that means that you, as a promoter, could be liable to give that money back together with interest. Plus, if it's egregious enough, criminal penalties can follow as well. So it's very important to make sure you check the boxes and do what needs to be done to make this offering correct. When it comes to Rule 504, you have to file a Form D with the SEC. This has to be done within 15 days of the time that you first sell securities. And the failure to do that, again, is a violation of the securities laws, something that you don't want to get into. Thanks for watching, and in our next video, we're going to talk about the investor's view of your company.